that brought you in here to be our closer.
All right, what's up, y'all? Red Pill Fab. About to kick some facts about broads. You're new to the channel, man. Hit that subscribe button, share my videos. I'm Red Pill. I'm about to kick some facts about broads. Today is the 3rd of March, 2023. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm the guy that told you that women don't have no logic. Case in point, especially in the black community. Well, I'm only talking about women of color when I say that, to be honest with you. And my case in point is, if you Google the sex scandal in Washington, D.C., the corrections officer, you'll see 4 female correction officers pregnant by this one guy. 2 of them was pregnant by him twice. So only in the black community, and that is the reference that I use when I deal with women of color. So I'm about to kick some facts right now. I was talking to a female a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, that had 3 kids by 3 different dudes. And as I told you guys before, the dumbest thing that I ever heard, and the reason why I said I will never ever lay down with this woman and have sex with her again, is when she said, I'm glad my kids' fathers wasn't around, because a 2-parent household confuses the kids. When that woman said that, as I told you before, I was trying to knock her up. I was trying to put a baby in. When I bust a nut, I was going deep in that pussy. But when she said that, you see, what no woman knows about me is my business and what I do. And when I communicate with them, I use them to create curriculum for you guys. And when she said that, what I said to myself is, if I continue to deal with this idiot, I will be a victim of my very own preachings. Now, we engaged and we talked, but having sex was never going to happen. I was not interested in this woman at all. But you see, they're not used to that, because when they have a big butt, they don't understand guys at all. They don't understand standards. When they got a big butt, their perspective and their narrative is, all the guys are trying to talk to me, you are too. So, here's why I'm telling you, know when you're talking to a woman that knows she is past her prime, but she is still acting as if she is and still have something to offer. People, I'm gonna tell you something. When a woman is young, that is the time when they are young, they're in their prime. And that is the time when they should capitalize on getting a man, because women have a very short shelf life. They don't think so. You cannot get a female to understand that she is fat, sloppy, and out of shape now and 40 and 50 years old. They don't see that. In their mind, their ass still look good. Their belly, that don't mean nothing. Their massive arms, oh no, they don't even pay attention to the butt. No. So when you talk to these individuals, as I was talking to this individual last week from Mississippi, when you talk to them, you're listening to delusion. You're listening to live delusion. And so this individual, when she said that, I asked her to explain it. But instead of explaining it, she did the typical thing that all estrogen does, and that is they got to try and flip the script. They got to try and say something defensive to you to go ahead and try to change the narrative. So remember, let me tell you out a story. When she said, I'm glad my kids' fathers wasn't around because the 2-parent household confuses the kids, I waited a week. Because when individuals say things, you have to understand that they are used to individuals not giving them any resistance. And because they know how you are, they say particular things to you because they'll have the rebuttal ready. So I waited a week. When you wait and you don't say it and you don't ask them about it right then and there, they forget their mindset of when they said something so stupid. This is the same narrative when individuals say, you always have to tell a lie to cover a lie. But you ever listen to somebody and they'll tell you a story and they'll tell you the story 10 times, 10 different versions? You know why? Lies cannot be remembered. And when individuals say something stupid, they don't remember the narrative in which they said it. There's no individual that's proud to have 3 kids by 3 different dudes and none of the men wasn't around. But when they're trying to make a point to you, they'll try and make it appear as though, nope, that was a great thing. Because they're trying to bait you into a conversation, or they're trying to, because one thing that she showed me was she don't like a man that's intellectual like myself. She will always try to say something stupid, knowing I was going to say something. So I waited a week and I asked this individual, so, are any of your kids retarded? No. Did you ever have to call the cops on any of these guys? No. So explain to me, how is it that it is best that your kids would have been confused if they don't have any type of comprehension deficiency? And you never had to call the cops on any of them. So how is it best that they not be around? Because I never heard nothing like that before. And you heard everything. She couldn't answer the questions. So now this individual thinks that she is going to say something about the lack of relationship I don't have with my mom and the relationship I don't have with my daughter. She can articulate that. But I'm going to tell you, when you know you're talking to a dummy. When you're talking to a dummy is when you ask them a question about themselves and they can't answer it. But they can articulate you so well. People, I'm going to tell you something. When you're successful, you will only try to be critiqued by the bottom. People that are on your level commend you. Wow, that's nice. Wow, electric car? Hey man, I would have never thought that, man. You gave me something to think about, man. Appreciate that. But then you'll talk to a dummy, somebody like this chick, got a 1999 car. The thing is raggedy. I'm trying to tell y'all. When she came to my house and I went outside and looked at her car in my driveway, I said, this idiot could never come to my house again. I don't even want nobody to think that I'm dealing with somebody that drives such a piece of crap. Imagine what her car matches her life. I'm getting off topic. So this individual can articulate me so well, but you ask them to articulate themselves and they can't. But like I was saying, individuals that are beneath you got so much to say about you, but got nothing to say about themselves. Nothing. 50 years old, bum, lives in a room. I took a picture of my house and my car and I sent it to her. And I said, this is the fruits from outside my house, across the street from my house. Well, there's a dog walk. I was on a dog walk in my house. I took a picture of my house and I said, the fruits of my labor, show me yours. She tries to tell me about how the relationship with my daughter and my mother. Now, let me touch bases on my daughter and my mother. My mother disrespected me. And always help a woman understand that is a woman's narrative. Stop having these women think that their narrative of unlogical should apply to your narrative. As a man, this is logical. So, my daughter and my mom. Now, I'm not going to get into the just of that, or I'm going to just say this. I went to therapy for both. And guess what? I'll take the opinion of my therapist before I take the opinion of an individual that's 50 years old, 280 pounds, fat, sloppy, and out of shape. Failure stacked on failure, stacked on failure. Driving a 1999 Tahoe or Suburban or Yukon, whatever it is. Looks like crap. Dents on it, rusty, 4 different tires, 2 different sets of rims, trash, garbage inside. Live in a room, cluttered as hell. I'm going to take the opinion of a professional because a man seeks out issues when he have them. But this is why she could explain the lack of a relationship that I have with my mom that thought she was just going to talk to me like trash and I was going to go for it. You see, if a woman says, yup, you're right. My friend Valerie, Chris, I know you better than that. For your mother to have done that, yeah, something going on there. But you know what, Chris, take your time. If you don't feel as though you want to speak to your mom again, don't. That's my friend Valerie. Valerie, homeowner, 50 plus years old, on her second career. Took a severance pay from one of her jobs she'd been at for 19 years. Own a home since 1999, ironically the same year as the trash truck this woman drive. And professional. She understands it differently. But when you talk to an individual that's a bum, has nothing going on in her life professional wise, works at the shipyard, cold, dreary job up here from Mississippi because she done lost grace with the shipyard down in Mississippi where she live at. So now she chasing a job, talking about how she gonna buy a house. She gonna buy a house. People, let me tell you something. If you ain't got 2 years worth of straight employment, you ain't buying no house. I could have told that idiot that when she was talking all that nonsense. I didn't say nothing. But when you say something, they can jump on you and got to express opinions at all times. Here's an individual that said, I don't like BMWs. They're overrated, right? Hold on. I got to plug the car up. Okay. I have BMWs amongst other brand cars. But here's an individual that want to, because they know how to critique or articulate your success once again. So here's an individual that said BMWs are overrated. This is what she said. She said BMWs are overrated, right? So I sent her the definition of overrated. And the definition of overrated was not worthy of praise. Overrated, not worthy of praise. So I sent her the definition. So I said, and then I sent her an article on the new BMW that's outrates the Mercedes. So I said, here's an article that's saying that the new 7 Series is better than the Mercedes-Benz. So how is it overrated? How is it not worthy of praise? But you know why BMWs are overrated? Because I have them. Here's an individual that said, couldn't explain why they was overrated. They're my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I got it. I said, I get it. It's your opinion. But could you tell me why they're overrated? She couldn't tell me why. People, this is another video. But women that don't want to ever explain themselves, they only talk to you to get you riled up. I'll drop that video next. I'm Red Pill. I'm kicking facts about broads. I check you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.